In this video, I wanted to talk about organic deformations in 3D space. So just to tell you, this image is from drawbox.com. I believe it was an example that was given post-exercise to kind of explain how things will deform based on the surface. So the important thing to note is the thing that you're working on, if you have something that kind of like plops over it, it will it will adhere to like the surface. So I guess you could think of like, in this example, like a ball of dough, and like when you kind of put it, well, no, that's a bad example. And this example was just kind of to represent it. If you actually had like a ball of dough and you kind of like pressed it on a square, it would have like it would compress from like two sides. So let me kind of show you what I'm visualizing first, like what the point of this is, and I'm going to show you how to like draw through it as well, because I think the example was a really good example, but for an exercise that always focuses on drawing through your forms, I think it didn't show the other side, which kind of bothers me. Just to tell you, the horizon is here. I did that just to show like we're kind of from above looking below at the box. So I'm going to draw a box, but it may not be the best box. But you're going to have to bear with me as I make a bajillion mistakes as I go. Okay. We're getting along with this box. Okay. Okay, we have a box. I don't like this line here. I think I screwed it up. It should have been more like that. I kind of curved it when I drew it. Sorry, but forgive me. So in the example, they had a ball and they like pressed it down on the top of this box. And as you can tell, the way it was drawn here, the point was, it was kind of just like as if, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There's one last thing I didn't do, and that is draw through my box. Sorry about that. I'm a bit tired. It's a bit late where I'm at, and I am feeling it because I woke up really early today. I hope I don't seem like I complain all the time. I bet I do. There's not enough coffee in the world that can help me, or tea. Okay, so we have our box, and we can see through it. Okay, and now we have a ball that we put on the box. Or I'm gonna draw a little bit. We have a ball, and we're gonna put it on the box. We're gonna like, let's say we draw like perfectly. It fell down perfectly, and it kind of plopped over. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna clone this box to kind of show you some other examples. I'll do a couple. Oops. Well, you get the idea. So I'm going to move that over here. I'm going to move, oops, I didn't mean to hit my tablet so hard. I'm going to go back here. Erase some of that. Okay. So when you're, so this image, it shows that when you pretty much have that ball and you make it go over the box, oops, too thick. You pretty much have, like, there's a flattening of the portion because, one, there's nowhere else for the ball to go. Near the bottom part, there's like, it's like being squeezed over it, and then it kind of like the ball, the top half doesn't change, but there's a bit of mystery on her hands. And I'm going to draw that a little bit. I'm going to draw that one more time. So in the image it was kind of drawn like that. It's not a perfect circle. But the thing that was left out in this image was what's behind it. There's got to be something behind it coming on the other side. Well, it would kind of be like that, if it makes sense. Because of our ball, and if you were kind of looking at it horizontally, you would see that there would be like two sides of it falling on both sides. So actually, I'm going to draw a box that we're looking head on the horizon to kind of expand the point. So I'm going to show how that would map over here. I'm going to need some room. So you basically have the circle on the half, assuming we didn't compress it from the other side. Well, actually, no, that's a bad one. It would kind of be like that. That's how it would look like if we're looking on it like head on, but like you kind of can't see that area or that area. Potentially I should have made it, well, okay, I should have made this side more even with that. But like, yeah, it basically, I'm trying to show that like it plops over both sides, not just one side, and it's like plopping over here, plopping over there, but it's not like eating any of the box up. The box is still there. So depending on your form, if you had, like, let's say you had an organic form, it would kind of follow the same logic. So let me show you. Kind of be like that. It would kind of like plop over on the other side. You have a pull. You have like a pull here, and I should have made this a bit more flowing. I should have made it a bit more flowing, but I didn't. Oh well, I could have made it a bit more chunky. But essentially, there's you have your contours over. You have your contours over, and it like wraps around it, kind of like that. Like, I guess I could have just used that example and drew two pulls on it to better show it. Perhaps it's not the best example, but oops. When did I draw that? The other thing I wanted to show was perhaps how a ball, if you pressed it in, that's pretty much what I did there. Oops, I think I erased it. Okay, wrong. But if you're actually like taking the ball with your hand, if you were taking like the ball with your hand and pressing it onto the box, it would be kind of like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do like the half here first, the half on the other side, and I guess you could say like it would be like a bit more like bumpy, so like it wouldn't be. If you ever played with silly putty before, you can kind of get the idea, because like what I'm trying to show in this box here is like because you're pressing it down, you're gonna get some of your palm, some of your fingers, and they kind of like leave ridges in it. So it's kind of like you're having compression from one, your hand, and two, from the box plane top, because it's like it's got nowhere to go, so it's gonna squeeze on both sides. In this example, I guess I didn't really show how it would squeeze out, but I'll do it over here as another example. I'm going to move you back over there again. But if you were to like really squeeze it, I guess you could think that there would be like a bunch of deformations happening, and it would kind of become more gooped out. You know, it would kind of be like silly putty, as if you like mashed it like a pancake. Like let's say you really mashed it with your hand along the surface. I'm kind of like drawing it a little bit in the box to show that there's some dimensionality to it. But yeah, look, at this point we like we pressed it so hard to the point that it kind of like thinned, and it kind of deformed like here and here on the other side, kind of like it kind of squeezed out and wasn't so even. The ball became a bit, is the right word amorphous maybe? But yeah, it's because we applied a bunch of stress to that top plane. So I think the important thing I want to say is, when you're looking at all types of organic forms, be more aware of the deformations that are occurring, how that deformations are occurring. Is it a weight factor, the object that you're going against? And yeah, those are the main points I wanted to bring up. One more shout out to drawbox.com for this image. I think about this image just so often, because I feel like deformations are just something that are not really visited again, but I know they're very important when you're trying to draw, because you run into organic forms all the time, whether it be insects, people, or if you're just working with your own shapes. But yeah, if you like my videos, please like it. If you're interested in my content, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please ask below. And thank you for listening. I appreciate it.